What's up, guys? Shay Stevens here, PDGA number 77522, and it's time for the round you voted to see. My first ever round at Sellersville. Let's get to it. Before we get to the video, please click that like button if you're enjoying the content. If you find yourself coming back often, make sure you're subscribed and click that notification bell. It really helps me out, and I try to post videos at least once a week. As always, thank you all for the support. As many of you know, as part of my 800 YouTube subscriber giveaway, I asked you to pick from a list of 5 courses that I have never played before to see which would be the next one I play, and Sellersville was the overwhelming winner. I mean, as I said in that video, it's the one when I told people I never played, their jaws dropped. So right after New Year's, I got in my car and drove out there to knock this one off my list. So without further ado, let's get to the front 9.
Alright guys, I finally made it to Sellersville. Hole 1. The signage looks very similar to Tyler, so shouldn't get lost. I like the turner down here, 3 baskets. Looks like we're in the A pin, 260 up into the left here. Honestly, should just be an NV hyzer, so let's get this round going. With my clips. Shank on the first hole, but we're out there. Definitely got lucky there. Star Wars through the rough a bit. Have a putt for birdie on the first hole. All right, on target though. Selling for a par. So I heard a bunch of people say they usually skip holes 1 and 2. Hole 1 fairway was a bit muddy. There's brick down the middle for you to walk on. But you can see here off to the right, the creek actually like wraps around. So we're kind of like a peninsula right here. Real pretty area still, even though it's wet. But we're on to hole 2. A pin, 315 from the long. Big turnover shot. This looks nutty. Honestly, don't know what I would throw to get here. You got to go so low. You got a tree leaning over the fairway, really taking, dropping that ceiling down even lower. My only guess is a rhythm, and I got to challenge the ceiling for a chance to get there. Actually, no. We're gonna full tilt. We're going my flippy fission photon. I'm gonna see if I can turn this baby over. Push that fairway. Alright. Definitely short. But decent throw. Alright, made it out, but definitely a long look for birdie here. You gotta get your disc traveling to the right so quickly in the flight, but then you almost need to stable up to keep in the air to carry. Alright. Good run. On to hole 3 that I thought was 1 initially. It is 380 feet in the A pin right now. Just a nice wide open shot, so time to let loose. Let's get a red fishing photon. Get over. Good mom just didn't get over on it. Alright, a hawk just scared the heck out of me. It smashed into the trees over here like 20 feet to my left. Thought I crashed into a tree for some reason. It actually was going after a squirrel. Almost got the little guy. But yeah, that woke me up. Way up. All right, hole 4. 340 feet straight ahead to the A pin. You guys are back here on the walking path because, as you can see, this one is definitely a wet one. Gonna try and get this one going out left and work back to the right because there's some low-hanging limbs on the right side that'll definitely take away my chances of getting to this one. So I'm gonna really hit this fission photon nice and hard, get the flip, or at least try. I didn't hit it enough. And we're playing finally in the rough. Alright, let's see what I'm working with. Also good as time as any. I'm going to be hiding one on this one. Got a nice special edition Fission Tesla. Alright, I'm actually sad this one's in the A pin. This one's a legendary hole. You see the 2 pins back there by the water? I think this is a real crazy shot. Not a par. Alright, hole 5. I think the turner's frozen. It says it's 240 in the C pin. This is like 210 in the A though, so we're just going to go with a nice neutron empty standstill. Ooh, might be a little deep, we'll see. Alright, I've officially been to Sellersville now that I put one in the water. Came over the hill just a little bit too hot, so have to come back here for par. Taking a bogey. All right, hole 6. It says it's in the B pin, so that will be 260. Either a nice turnover or a forehand, and I want to get the forehand going, so let's see what I can do with that proton bolt. Nice and flat when it has its one. Oh! A little long. Felt really nice though. So, a flexi backhand turnover may actually be the play on this one just because this green is really guarded up on the left side. Do still have a putt though. Let's see if I can make it happen. We'll push to the right. I could do a dirty forehand if I want to. Alrighty. Hole 7, A-pin, 200 feet, right through a gap. Nope.
Yeah, what's in that face, Stevens?
Had a gallery too, if you can't tell. Alright, should be able to get up and down. I was considering a forehand, and honestly, it's pretty open over here, so it might be something we'll get next time. Yeah, let's try it. Up and down. All right, so I had this yip recently. It's been hitting me for a couple of months now, actually. Still here, I'm trying to get over it. In my peak of my reach back, I'm letting go of the disc or loosening my grip at least. What's up, Evan? What, is everybody out here today? Say, yeah, Mark's up on the next tee. Yeah, everybody's out today, but yeah, if you ever had that yip, let me know in the comments if you had it and how the heck you got over it, because I am like trying to over grip the heck out of the disc, but just every once in a while, like on these little touch shots, I'll let go of the disc and I just have no spin. I usually early release. It's rough. So yeah, that's my problem. Now I got this little par putt to clean up and move on to the next hole. Yeah, the main parking lot is pretty tight, not really that big for the disc golf course on the map. I think the move, like, I see everyone parking here, and looks like they start on like hole 8. So something to know for next time. And a par. All right, so that was actually hole 17 I saw those guys walking towards. You have to walk across 2 roads to get over here to hole 8. Real pretty downhill shot, some water on the left. Dial says it's in C. It is not. It says it's not 325. That's 280, so that's A-pin. Bit of a ceiling on the right-hand side, so I'm going to try and push out left with an envy. Going to try and flexy this boy a bit, work with the ceiling that gives me, and see what I can do. Just a bit wide. I like the shape of it though. That would have been cool if it got around that stupid little twig, but this little upshot shot. See if I can throw one in. Leaner. Oh, just behind. Again, I would have liked to see it in the C-pin. Look at that sleeve right on the edge of the crick. Hole 9, an A-pin, 170 uphill. Perfect turnover shot. I mean, come on. So Electron Entropy, just give it a little bit of stability, but gotta run this up. Come on. Ooh. Parked it. And now for my first ever birdie at Sellersville. Alrighty. That's going to wrap up the front 9, guys. I think that puts me back to even. Back to Shane in the studio.
And that'll conclude the front 9 of my first ever round at Sellersville. Overall, having a good time despite the wet conditions. The MVP of that round was definitely my brand new waterproof boots. Those things were clutch. My feet stayed nice and dry. Really digging the course. It has some really cool, demanding shot shapes. I was doing a lot of reassessing my shots by looking from the basket back down the fairway to see, did I, find the proper shape off the tee. Might change a few things up, but overall I'm happy with the plan I came up with. Had one dumb bogey on 5, unfortunately. I was hoping to check that envy into the hill right before the basket and slide into the circle, but unfortunately crested that hill, ended up going past the basket and into the water. For my first ever OB stroke at Sellersville, like I said, are you really playing Sellersville if you don't put 1 in the water? Managed to get that stroke back though on hole 9 with my first ever birdie at Sellersville, so that felt good. So I'm at even par. If you saw on my social media, I shared the scorecard right after I finished the round, so you'll know for the back 9, it gets a lot more spicy, I promise. No, not much par golf to be had, so look out for that. It'll be a lot more exciting. I'll have that out probably next week. Before I go, I want to remind you guys, on Foundation's website on the 6th, that's Monday, I believe. If I'm wrong, I'll put a correction date up here. There's going to be a lot of drops. I think they're having the 6 claw stuff for Macbeth. as well as from MVP, you have the Lizotle, the Simon Lizotte Eclipse Hex, the Electron Terra, and the Fission Envy. I'm really looking forward to throwing that putter. So all that stuff will be dropping. They were available for pre-order, I believe. If there's still pre-order spots left, you can go to Foundation's website using my affiliate link down below that supports me, and you can hop on a pre-order to guarantee one. But if you want to wait till the drop day, I believe they have a batch dropping, so you can pick out your stamp, your color, all that good stuff on drop day. So be on the lookout for that. And again, if you use my link, that supports me directly, and I really appreciate it. So keep an eye out for that, guys. As always, thank you for all the support. If you have any questions for me, reach out. I'll do my best to answer them. Take care. Thank you to my sponsors. For all your disc golf needs, check out Phoenix Discs and Foundation Disc Golf.